Next on Pirate News Network. Find out about the sentencing of Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio. The judge says he was motivated by revolutionary rhetoric. Also, earthquakes in Morocco, more than 2,000 dead and even more injured. Find out how relief efforts are going. Plus, the new COVID vaccines are ready for the new U strain. PNN 5 at 5 is coming up next.
From the School of Communication Studio at East Carolina University, this is Pirate News Network.
Good afternoon, Pirate Nation. I'm Hayden Bestwell-Dirk. Thank you for joining us. The former leader of the far-right Proud Boys group has been sentenced to 22 years in prison. This is the longest punishment given out in a long-running case stemming from the January 6th insurrection on the U.S. Capitol. CNN's Sarah Murray reports.
More than 2 decades behind bars for the man U.S. District Judge Timothy Kelly called the ultimate leader behind the January 6th attack on the Capitol. In Tuesday's hearing, Kelly said former Proud Boys chairman Enrique Tarrio was motivated by revolutionary zeal. What happened that day did not honor the founders. It was the kind of thing they wrote the Constitution to prevent, the judge said. Before being sentenced for seditious conspiracy and other charges, Tarrio apologized for the, quote, pain and suffering that was caused. Quote, I am not a political zealot. Inflicting harm or changing the outcome of the election was not my goal. Tarrio also adding, I held myself morally above others, and this trial has shown me how wrong I was. Tarrio was not in D.C. on January 6th, having been arrested days before and ordered by a judge to leave the city for burning a D.C. church's Black Lives Matter banner and bringing high-capacity rifle magazines into the district the previous month. But the judge said even though Tarrio wasn't there, the Proud Boys leader, quote, had an outsized impact on the events of the day. During the months-long trial, prosecutors showed evidence that Tarrio was readying for a revolution and helped create a command structure within the Proud Boys in the run-up to the insurrection. Make no mistake, Tarrio told other Proud Boys on January 6th, we did this. During Tuesday's sentencing hearing, the prosecutor called Tarrio the leader of this conspiracy that targeted our entire system of government. Tarrio's attorney promising an appeal.
We respectfully disagree, but yet we respect it. There'll be a day and a time when an appeal will come, and we expect the appeal to come soon.
Several other members of the Proud Boys leadership were also found guilty of seditious conspiracy and sentenced last week, 2 of whom received 18 and 17 years behind bars. Things are looking great this week. Today, there will be a high of 87 and low of 69. A 20% chance of rain will be on Tuesday, with temperatures mostly remaining the same, and a 50% chance on Wednesday, with temperatures going down to a high of 85 and a low of 64. The coldest this week is 57 degrees at night on Friday. We still have plenty of sunshine for the most part, hovering in the 70s towards the end of the week. That's all for this week's 7-day forecast. Rescuers are sifting through rubble in Morocco as a deadly earthquake hit the region on Friday. The 7-magnitude quake is the deadliest to hit Morocco since 1960. Many countries, including France and Spain, have already sent search and rescue teams to Morocco to aid with finding survivors. A new Moderna and Pfizer vaccine is slated to be released to the public in the next week. On Monday, the FDA approved the new vaccines. The CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices is set to discuss the new vaccines formulas Tuesday. Following the FDA and CDC's approval, pharmacies and doctors will be allowed to administer the shots. Officials say the vaccine is effective for the currently dominant U strain, as well as emerging ones. Novavax says it also expects to have an updated protein-based vaccine this month. A Florida man was arrested by police after attempting to cross the Atlantic Ocean in a giant hamster wheel. 51-year-old Reza Belucci was arrested by the Coast Guard about 70 miles off the Georgia coastline following a 3-day standoff. Authorities say Belucci was using this vessel to attempt a 5,000-mile trip from Florida to London. During the standoff, the Coast Guard says Belucci threatened to kill himself with a knife and that he had a bomb on board. He now faces a number of federal charges. The jackpot for Monday's Powerball drawing is an estimated $522 million. This is the 3rd largest Powerball jackpot of the year. The cash option lump sum payout value is $252.4 million. Although there were no 6-digit winning tickets on Saturday's drawing, there were still many winners, more than 1 million of them across the country, that included 2 tickets worth $1 million each in New Hampshire and Virginia, and a winning ticket worth $2 million in Florida. The previous Powerball jackpot win was for $1.08 billion, the third largest Powerball jackpot ever won. That was July 19th, and there have been 22 consecutive drawings since then without a jackpot winner. Thank you for joining us. Watch PNN at 11. Hayden Westfelder.